Welcome to Jesus Possibilities Worlds, where impossible is possible in the name of Jesus. Together, we can change the world. Hallelujah. In Jesus' holy name, I have united my dear father and mother, brother and sister, aunties and uncle, all into it. As we begin to say, we want to confirm if you pass by. Indeed, you are here today. Let's go to our question. I will try to make it shorter. One young man was born with the land. One young man was born with the land. And he sees this young man age as passed by. Everybody, including underage, has spoken to this young man. Get yourself a wife. As you speak on this side, it goes out this way. As age has passed by, this young man came into the age of 50. Is still on lockdown. He doesn't need any woman, neither to be a friend with a woman. He's always in distance. It is a question. As he sees is still in position, he can say hi to them, but no further ado. Any information that numbers can be taken, any information, email, or anything that can connect them with that woman can be taken. This young man evacuate, he leave. It is a question. Age has passed by. As he came into the age of 55, is still on lockdown. No woman that ever come in mind that he may love or like, neither to be with. As he came into the age of 55, a day arrived that this young man himself went outside the same routine that he do. As he went outside, he found a woman that he never sees in his life. This woman took attention from this young man. As the young man looked into the lady, he scanned the lady. That is exactly what he been seeking. Now is willing to speak to the lady. As he began to scan the lady from the bottom to the head, he thinking what to say to the lady. He liked the woman. As he looked, he noticed is beautiful, smart, the way that he calculated. As he sees, he walked into the lady. That is heart desire, something that never happened in that land. He says, Queen. Young man just given a name to the lady. He said, Queen. The woman turned and says, excuse me, are you talking to me? He said, yes, I am talking to you. Listen to me. This is what he says to the lady. He says, you are beautiful. Confirm. You are beautiful. The woman looked into the man. Age has passed by. He said, number 2, you are smart. As the lady began to look into the man, age has passed by. He said, let me tell you, you belong to my generation. My heart long for you. As the lady scans a young man and says, what did you just say? He said, you are beautiful, smart. You belong to my generation. If any man in your life is not loving you the same way that my heart beat today, you belong to my generation. Two of them, they don't know each other. This young lady just arrived into the land and came across 3 blocks away from this young man's kingdom. As they finished talking, this woman says, hey, I have a man that loved me and I love him back. He said, let me tell you, you belong to my generation. You are beautiful, smart. You belong to my generation. As the woman hear all of this, is recording them while the man is just right here. He said, I'm sorry. I have a man that loves me so much. The woman exits and went home. It is a question. My dear father, as the lady arrived home, she find her husband seated, drinking tea. As he scanned into the man that he got married, 2 years has passed by. One young boy is running. As they begin, she began to look into the man. She decided she want to walk into the man, her own husband. It is a question. And pick up the tea on the young man's hand. It is a question. As he pick up the tea, drop some on the floor, begin to take 3 sips of hot tea. Before he landed the cup on the ground, everything within the cup spilled all over. This young man stood and said, what happened to you today, my wife? It is a question. As the woman began to scan her own husband, I tell you, nothing that young man says that her own husband ever passed by. As he began to have to look into her own husband, young man still continue saying, are you okay, my wife? This woman went into the zone that she was talking to the man 1 hour ago. A young man says, you are beautiful. This young lady is putting them into sense. You are beautiful. As I begin to look at you again, you are smart. As I look at you again, you belong to my generation. If any man with you, you must dismiss that man and come to me. It is a question. As this thing began to take place, before she came into the conclusion, this young man made a couple of steps and catch her wife's hand. In short time, 3 steps into the young man fall down. It is a question. As they came, they took the young man into the hospital. He was not in position that his wife can do so. But this went beyond his expectation, so he cannot take it. Wake up in hospital. As he came back 2 days later, it is a question. As he came back 2 days later, this woman went outside. Still, the same message is running into her mind. This young man is not with me since he just came. He may come with different things. So thinking about that young man, nothing in her mind is what called home is outside. It is a question. As he sees 5 days has passed by for us, 2 days, 7 days. This woman woke up one day on the 7th day that they spoke with that young man. It is a question. As you pick up all the suitcase, confirm is living, no matter what come out in your mouth that you can do that can change the mission. It is a question. As the husband came and said, what is happening? She looked into the man and scanned from the bottom to the head and do her hand like this. Done. Talk again. As she began to try to pick up 2 suitcases, is try to walk away. Let me tell you, this young man believes is his wife. Tried to pick up one of the suitcases and say, please, if anything that I've done, I'm sorry. I tell you, 3 steps, slap again, landed on him. This young man fall down flat. 5 minutes, this woman left. This young man came back to life, seated, find out his wife is not around. 3 slaps that he went to sleep. This woman evacuated. It is a question. As the young lady, one is going to look for that man. It is a question. That young man father and mother had brought a lady for this young man to take as his wife is in the kingdom. As the lady arrived, find the young man is seated outside, is on lockdown. Nothing that is running in his mind, only that lady. It is a question. As the lady came, I tell you, as the young man tried to run into the lady and the young man tried to run into the young man, 2 of them tried to run into each other. A father came outside and said, stop it. As 2 of them stopped in distance, they didn't touch or hug each other. He said, what do you want here? If you have a home, go back to your home. If you don't have no home, go back to your mom and dad home. My son have a wife in the house. You are not needed in here. And nobody is allowed to talk. Turn your back. It is a question we still, I am trying to make it quicker. As the lady kneel, try to speak that there's no man that she ever loved, such as your son. He said, let me tell you, my son today is 55. Do you know how old I am? I go back. As we say, it is a question. This lady came back again to her husband. If that was you, we says it is a question. If that was you, as a man that says, I will keep my hand away from them that proclaim they are lady. If that was you, as the young man sees his wife is coming, he went on and locked all the doors, went outside. As the lady sees that this young man is no longer the same man, this couple minutes, this 1-2 hours that he left, something has changed. Went to the elders. Everybody know that woman within that 7 days. Nobody speak to this lady, and you cannot getting a push. So people distance themselves. Now, since he left the man, they believe freedom is for the man. My dear father, as you who proclaim you own a wife, you who proclaim you are a man, if that was you, would you welcome that woman with the open arm? If that was you, what will be the fourth word that come out in your mouth to this lady? Or will you just open your arm and welcome her? You tell us down there, if that was me and that was my wife, I can do this. Let me tell you, simple thing today is making a man who got married or a woman who got married distant. Simple thing that people can put together. Simple thing is destroying the community. Simple thing is destroying the whole land. Simple thing is destroying human today. No putting it together and seeing it. What can save life? Whatever we seize, we take it this way. If that was you, yes, you own a wife, and your wife have done it, saying it. You never spoke such. Young man met me a couple days ago and speak something that I never heard from you. I don't know how did I pass to have a son with you. Today, I am going to the love. Can you tell us in your own understanding? You tell us, yes, from the beginning till the end is still love. Or say no, from the beginning till the end was not attached to love, but there's something that making them together until now they can see in different view. We are human, right? In your own attendance, what would you do or say to that wife of yours who came back that way? You have heard it. We try to make it shorter. Let go to our content. One young man was born within the land. One young man was born within the land with two sisters. As the young man came into the age of 21, his sisters are below, is the first son in that kingdom, or first child, should I say. As he came into the age of 21, this young man is recognized because of his two sisters. Recognized within and outside. People who make phone call, they speak concerning that kingdom who have two daughters. But this young man is recognized as the only son in that kingdom. Mother and father in position. As the years has passed by, people begin to attend to ask if they may own any of them. As people make appointment, they thought to come and said, yes, I want to marry this lady. This young man is the only human being that they find outside seated. And people pray to meet the father and mother. But as they see him on the gate, people cancel the appointment. Excuse me. Every day, people take appointment. Elders, 2, 3, they go on the door. They don't know. They just start to look on the window of the gate. As they see that young man is seated, they stand 2, 3 minutes. If he's still seated, they evacuate. This has 2 years. This young man like to sit on those hours outside relaxing for fresh air. But that's almost to the access of the gate. Before you come to the building, 8 days the content. As he sees nobody is coming to ask his sisters with a hand in marriage, and people are talking outside. How come? How come? He begin to ask himself alone while he's seated. People is scared of him the way God built him. They don't want to hear anything that he says. As they scan the young man seated on the door, the every appointment in your mind, update. You must try to make it tomorrow. And tomorrow, if you come the same time, that is where you find him. So people are scared to come. They want to meet parent or any other girl, but they cannot meet them. As years has passed by, ladies begin to complain what is going on. We have done schooling. We have done all of this. We have done them all. How come no man is coming to marry us? They begin to ask mother and father. They say, we don't know. We don't know what is going on. But you both are blessed. And we don't know what is going on. They don't come to this young man because it's always seated quiet. That's all. But the way God built him, people are scared of him in the land. So when he's walking outside, people talk about him, ladies talk about him. So people are scared of him. As years has passed by, all his 2 sisters, age has passed by, they went beyond the years. The ladies get married, good price in that land. As they seize, they begin to complain, causing problem to themselves, accusing each other. Fight begin to take place. This young man hold a fight every day. Every day, 2 sisters are fighting. 2 sisters are fighting every day. Why? There is no man coming to this kingdom. Why? People take a trip. Indeed. They heard about them. Indeed. But as they come on the door, something that they seize from their brother, update them and shame them. My dear father and mother, brother and sister, aunties and uncle. Indeed, you are applied to be a government or governor. Indeed, you have applied for that job. Indeed, you have dreamed for everything to be right. Indeed. How come? That's your question, right? How come me? I have always needed. How come me? Let me tell you, somebody is behind. Somebody is behind. Choose one of those leaders that know God before you. Proclaim to ask them so they may ask God on your behalf. Or ask your own mother or father if you still have that good relationship. May God bless you. May God bless you. That's correct. What is it? That is your question. How come? How come me, friend who just finished in grade 9 or 10, drop off, is living a good life? How come? Let me tell you, nail, if there's nothing wrong with those nails, with those legs, nail, if there's nothing wrong with those legs, nail. People begin to leave their problem and make others' problem their own top priority. So you pass by them. Indeed, they are praying for you. Indeed, they are doing all things. But I assure you, nothing will kill you. They will delay, but nothing will kill you. Spin that Bible, read it, see something. I tell you, somebody is behind the resume. Somebody is behind that seed, that level that you dream and imagine you are seated on it. Somebody is cleaning it out for you. Nothing. I tell you. May God bless you. Share and subscribe. Welcome back again. Welcome. Welcome to tell you that devil that you eat dinner in the morning, that devil that you eat breakfast in the afternoon, that devil that you eat lunch at 12 o'clock, or should I call it noon, that devil, that kingdom, there's a leader in there beyond David himself. That small little kingdom, that 5 fingers, that kingdom that have 3 fingers, that kingdom that have 4 fingers, that kingdom that have beyond 5 fingers, that's a leader beyond Muhammad himself in that kingdom. Welcome to wake you up as brothers. Welcome to wake you up as sisters. Welcome to wake you up as mothers and fathers. Welcome to wake you up as aunties and uncles. Share and subscribe. More and more shall be coming in different colors. In different colors. In different form. Bye for now. Bye bye.